Rink wide, Kamensky. To the line he comes, backing up on the play is Garth Butcher. He tries to circle him, got a shot away, it's loose in front of the net, and scores on the rebound. Homotov had all the time in the world. 1-0, Central Army leading. Beckler cleared near the line. They're unable to keep it in as Stelnov is checked. Now big hit in front of the Soviet bench. Turning with it and taking a shot across the back of the head was Shiryayev. Skriko chased up against the boards by Davidov. Davidov now trying to circle and get set. Clears it in front of the net. There's a shot over top of the net by Soviet forward Yevgeny Shastin. Shibirov shooting it in. Well, the hard hit against the boards on Yevgeny Davidov. And Krutov. Smith back to Krutov. Hits the line. Smith's offside. The puck comes loose. There's one man back. Here they come again. Homotov. Kamensky getting set in front of the net, and he shot it wide. And again, cleared near the line by Garth Butcher. Here's a chance for the Soviets as they look for a man in the slot area, but the defense tightened up out there. Pinching in from the point is Kristich, and he paid the price for that as he was nailed. Not Kristich, but Stelnov, the defenseman. Here's Bozek to center ice. Bozek stopped up along the boards. Pulling the player down. That is Lenardin, who suffered some kind of, there's a quick shot and a goal scored by Davidov. Out at the center ice zone is Lenardin. Davidov got that puck and sent a screenshot past Weeks. But Lenardin on that play.
I think he's going to twist his knee as he goes down right on the right. See, he got pushed from behind as he was going down. That doesn't do anything for the inside of the right knee.
That was
on his way
number
down,
6.
Biakin, not so much, he pushed him almost on the way down. That is not a very good sign. That on the inside of the right knee, that ligament is going to have some damage. In the meantime, Steve Weeks makes some big saves early in the game, has had a lot of work, 15 shots, and yet a drifter from right here. Watch now. The Soviet defenseman is just go right there, just kind of leans on him after the play. Down goes Shastin as he hits the line, and it is called on the offside. 2-0. Red Army lead Canucks. 1:27 left in the period. It rolls all the way to Irba, and he holds on, the young Latvian goaltender, and he gets the face-off deep inside the Soviet zone. 2-0. Red Army lead Canucks in the second. Larionov hits the line. Larionov looking for a man, but he threw it right into the traffic. And Davidov is out there. Davidov to the line, trying to find some room. Shoots it, scores. Davidov had a man to distract goaltender Steve Weeks. Well, Homotov is on the bench. The little guy took a shot as he hit the line. Here it is. Right here, Sandlak is going to lay his stick in there, and I'm not quite sure what warrants the wounded walk to the bench.
A great player, number 18, Fedorov. Now up against the boards. Big hit by Biakin. There's going to be a penalty for either elbowing or charging or interference. I don't see the interference, but I sure saw an elbow and a charge. So Biakin has been a rather vigorous individual for this Soviet team, and he's picked up a penalty. He's a pickup as far as this team is concerned.
He's going to come in out of the left-hand side here and hit Larry Melnick with a stick, an elbow, and a charge. And sure enough, he gets 2 minutes for interference.
You have to give some marks to the two Soviet players for the Canucks. They played pretty well here tonight, so maybe they'll be able to use this game as a kind of a stepping stone, but not here, as breaking in all alone is Fedorov, the backhand shot, and he scores. Fedorov split the defense and found himself all alone. Short-handed goal, and it's 4-0 Red Army.
When you speak of Fedorov, he was a 4th-round pick of the Detroit Red Wings in '89. And Ron, I know you were suggesting earlier that he was the roommate of
Alexander Mogilny. That's right. Well, they were when Mogilny defected, he went back to the hotel and tried to talk Fedorov into going as well. Fedorov said, "No, my parents are in the Soviet Union, and I just don't want to do it."
And Tikhonov today suggested that of Mogilny, Pavel Bure, and Fedorov, that Fedorov was the best player of the young three.
And everybody has been raving about Bure. That's an icing call. Nordmark back to touch it. Everybody has been raving about Bure, who Konstantinov and just slips it out. Malahov. One thing about the Soviets now, the hitting is hitting. You can play it everywhere. jousting going on between Sutter and Malahoff. Malahoff without a stick. Sutter kept his. So that was kind of a mismatch all the way along.
We're going to see how this develops here. Rich Sutter, I'm sorry, one of the Sutters anyway. A little jousting here, but I will tell you, this Soviet team does not back away. Sutter throws a fist, and now Sutter is after him. It looks like the Soviet would like to go, but Sutter maybe is charting untested waters. I'm not quite sure what to expect from the Soviet.
Sutter against the far boards. He's double teamed up there, and he didn't like that. Out they come once again, and moving in on the play to help out was Bozek, and I think Bozek's going to pick up the penalty.
Well, Chibertiev is going to come in and lay a good hit on Rich Sutter. Bozek's going to come in with the elbows high and drill him. But again, that's a reaction from a good Soviet coming in and playing physical hockey.
Pass as Maslenikov turns. Lost his helmet. They do that a lot.
There seems to be an awful lot of Red Army helmets on the ice.
Maslenikov again. He throws it into the slot. There was nobody there. Konstantinov. Here's the shot. Rebound. They score on the rebound. A high shot by Kristich. Around the net they come, and it's poked away again. There's Irbe reaching out and making a play himself. Making the job a little easier. Fedorov. Konstantinov.
Fedorov and Greg Adams are going to go at it. Fedorov 6'1", 191 pounds, and that's good quality NHL size, and we see that he'll stand up to any banging. Now the puck's just going to go around, and he pulls Linden's feet out from underneath.
And out comes Kamensky. Kamensky getting that jump on the defense, shoots and scores!
Never had a fantasy to take the puck out there and keep it on the pond, and this is some exhibition by Davidoff of the Central Red Army. He is yet to give the puck up. The Canucks are chasing, whacking, and finally Melnick chases him down because Davidoff runs out of ice. But what a show by Mr. Davidoff.
Got a little old keep away there. Bradley to Sandlak. Sandlak tried to get by Kravchuk. Now takes a big hit up against the boards. There's the two big guys up against, really battling there. Kravchuk took a shot in the back of the head from Sandlak. Fedorov. He is checked. Kemper's getting a little short in the part of the Canucks right now. Butcher there with Fedorov. Fedorov turning. Rising star. Everybody said, Dave, where are the great players going to come from? They've lost 5 of their greatest to the National Hockey League. Well, we are seeing where they're coming from. Fedorov. Now we got a battle right in front of the Soviet bench. Something happened, and somebody threw a punch from the Soviet bench. And it has led to Fedorov. Fedorov is having a little battle going on with Sutter. Fedorov and Sutter is wrestled to the ice by Fedorov.
Fedorov started the whole thing by hitting Sutter with an elbow, and then Butcher came in. And it got going from there.
Well,
this was bound to happen. I mean, because the Soviets have not given it an inch here. This was bound to happen.
Well, Fedorov, maybe not a fighter. He was fighting a fighter, and he held his own against young Sutter. 6-0 the score.
Right here with an elbow. Actually, it is Fedorov. And watch Butcher come in. Here he comes in. Right, bingo. And it starts from there as Viakin off the bench puts a big paw in and gets involved, and now they're all involved. The Canucks are a very frustrated hockey team for a number of reasons. They're down 6-0. They've been outshot 41-16. And to tell you the truth, Ron, I believe they've been out-hit. They've been outplayed in every area of the ice. And this was bound to happen.
And another face-off outside the blue line. Bradley having a couple of words with Homotov. Kamensky then steps in.
Sandlak joining the festivities here. Right here, he gets just a good, clean, solid, open ice hit. You don't see an awful lot of that in the NHL anymore, but in the meantime, caught Davidoff looking the wrong way, as I guess suggest a moral victory, albeit small, for the club. Good hockey game for the Red Army Club.
Well, Kamensky and Davidoff with 2 goals each. The final score, Central Army 6, Vancouver Canucks nothing. We'll return with our Molson Most Valuable Player announcement right after this message.